Hello YouTube, long time no see. I apologize, but had some issues and some stuff going on, so I didn't make any videos. Plus I didn't think I had any interesting things to show you guys, so well, it changed. Well, I've been meaning to show you this, but when I first got it, I didn't make a video or anything, but I'm gonna make a video today. But you'll have to excuse me because I actually had surgery back in July. I had a broken wrist that required surgery. I have 7 screws and a plate in my wrist, and as you can see, got a pretty nasty scar from it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. But yeah, so that's my surgery scar. But I'm doing fine. As you can see, I can bend it and stuff, twist and turn. Got full range of motion with my fingers. When I first broke it, it was horrible. It was really bad. I couldn't move anything. I was in constant pain. When I went to have surgery that night, was probably one of the worst nights I ever had, because after surgery, see, it was a 1-day surgery, and I was home early that afternoon. I had went in around 6 or 7, and they, gave I had my surgery about 8:30, and I was home by early that afternoon. I mean, around 12:30, 1 o'clock. It didn't take long to get the surgery done, but it was still a headache. But luckily, I'm still not completely healed yet. But they said with that kind of fracture, it would take a while for you to completely heal. So with the plates and screws, it's healing very slowly. But I mean, still though, I can move it and stuff. It's just some things I can't do. Like picking up a gallon of milk kind of hurts a little bit. I can do it, but it just hurts. Also, if I put any weight on this to push anything, it hurts. But other than that, I'm okay. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys today, and like I said, sorry for not doing a video, but like I said, had to have surgery and everything like that. So let's get this bad boy out of here. But okay, let's take the plastic off of it. Okay, let's see here. Let's get a little bit better. This is my Immortal Masks Fiend Nightmare paint up. And anybody that knows Immortal Masks, this is silicone. As you can see, real soft chin, very good movement, feels like skin. And I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but see the vein work and stuff in this, all that was hand painted. You can really see it on his head. I mean, it's just phenomenal. But this, for anybody that didn't know, this is a silicone mask. They completely form to your face and look extremely creepy. But I will tell you guys this: if you're looking for a silicone mask, top quality silicone mask, and already he's a dusty. That's another thing about silicone, is they will draw dust, dirt, cat hair, whatever you got in your house. It's automatically attached to these. So that's why I keep him in a container with his plastic bag on, and I also got him on a head form. But as you can see, Silicone is very nice. It's stretchy, very comfortable. But if you're in the market for a silicone mask, I'm gonna tell you some bad news. You're not going to get a genuine silicone mask. Don't buy the stuff that they show you on Facebook. If you look at masks, there'll be realistic silicone old man mask, a realistic silicone clown mask, a realistic silicone demon mask. No, don't buy from those. Those are knockoff China latex masks that are really, really cheap, and they're not, like I said, they're not even silicone, they're latex. To get a real silicone mask like this one, you're gonna have to go to the Basement Effects, which they've got some good ones. Let's see, CFX or Immortal. Immortal's worked in film and TV, so that's the reason I chose Immortal. Plus, Immortal has a thing where they will have things in stock, because a lot of times when you get these, if you get a full head mask, they're made to order. And this guy would have took a while, but luckily he was already in stock. I seen him. Seen him on the website. Sorry, I keep having to move the camera, but I seen him on the website, and altogether, this one run me about $700. Let's see, including the head form, because you got to buy the head form. You don't necessarily have to buy a head form for them, but I recommend it because it keeps the shape of the mask, keeps it safe, and everything like that. But yeah, so I asked for a head form. So basically, what they did was they just went and grabbed this guy off the shelf, stuck him in a box with some packing peanuts, and sent him my way. So yeah, I definitely love it. I mean, but like I said, the vein work and the skin and everything, it just looks so real. And I mean, these is about the realistic kind of mask you can get, besides doing foam latex appliances, which there's plenty of websites that you can get foam latex appliances, but some of those, well, all of them are actually one-time use, and you're going to be paying $300 to $400 for a one-time use foam latex appliance. When if you spend a little bit more, yes, granted, around $700-800. I know a lot of people, can't do it, but if you can, silicone will last you a lifetime. These don't deteriorate like latex. Don't get me wrong, I still love my latex masks, but these do not deteriorate like latex. They move with your face. It does get hot, and there are no air holes in the nose, just basically the mouth has got the air holes. And yes, you see that spot right there, that's where your mouth will be. But also, with a lot of these, see, they've got these little cups that cup to your lips. But I would suggest like a handkerchief or something to cover your mouth. I've got a balaclava over there that I'm going to use with it. These are acrylic teeth, and you must be careful with it. I mean, it's the thing. I wouldn't suggest biting on anybody or anything with this. You can fix them. It's really easy to fix silicone. I've got a silicone patch kit, as a matter of fact, in case I ever need it for this guy. But yeah, he's definitely cool. And I actually got a really weird ice cream man outfit that I picked out for him that I'm gonna wear. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, he's got the human heads and stuff. I mean, just like you put a hat on him, do whatever you want to with him. And I mean, uh, the basically a silicone mask is something you can do to build your own character. So the guy that I made is his name's going to be Mr. Rotten, the Ice Cream Man. Uh, but yeah, he's definitely cool. Love his teeth. But like I said, if you get nervous about the teeth, just be very careful with him. Um, like I said, if you need to, you can fix him. But these teeth look just amazing the way they are. Um, but yeah, like I said, he forms to your face. You can do eye movements, like you can raise your eyebrow and it'll see through the mask. But one thing that I absolutely love, he does have ear holes, by the way. But one thing that I absolutely love about this is his ears. He's got those pointed ears. And so I figured, also the head sculpt actually reminds me of an actor that played in the original Hills Have Eyes called Michael Berryman. So when I first seen this guy, see, he's usually used for Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. You can get him in flesh colored, you can get him pale colored, or you can get him, which my version is the Nightmare version, which is clown painted. But uh, he's usually used for Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Um, see, Krampus. There's been a couple times that he's been used for Krampus. But yeah, he's been used quite a bit for different things. But this year, where last year sucked, is one reason that I didn't show you guys this, and I got him last year. But last year sucked, so I really didn't get to do much with this guy. So this year, hopefully, I will be going downtown with this guy on, and we're going to see what kind of reactions we can get. I'm either going to film it myself, or well, I'm going to see what I can do first, because I don't know if you can get in trouble for filming downtown or what, but during Halloween. So still, I'm going to see what I can do, but hopefully I can get some footage of him walking around downtown. I'm going to try to enter some costume contests and stuff like that. So but yeah, definitely love this mask. To me, he's definitely worth the money that I spent on him. And I mean, plus another thing, people are like, you spent that much money on him. Well, it's not only a mask, it's an investment. A prime example is that haunted attraction actors, haunted houses, if you want to be outside in the spotlight, most of the guys are wearing these. And that can go either one to two ways. Put this guy over here. Number one is if the owner of the haunted house actually buys the mask, which the one I worked in called Scream Park, the boss actually bought 5 or 6 of those, and so they called them roamers, and they would mess around with people outside the building. We had to stay in the building in our spots, as we say, because it was the thing. We always had the spot to take up, and so we were in our spot, and we couldn't come out or anything like it. We had to stay there all night, basically. But the guys in the silicone masks, they could walk around outside, they can run inside and mess with the people fixing to come in. So basically what I mean is, if you show up to a haunted house and with this guy and tell him, I've got my own mask, my own silicone mask, I've got my own costume, I can be one of your roamers. They'll usually hire you right on the spot. Plus, you got to have experience in a haunted house, but yeah, they'll usually be like, yeah, we can use you somewhere. So that's one good thing to have with a mask, is you can go to a haunted house and get a job for the season. Also, I'm gonna do my best to win some contests with this guy. Did have some contact lenses, but the I don't know if people know this or not, but the contacts that you can get, the cosmetic contacts, like I call them, are good for 1 year. Uh, and I had to, well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did, but it's kind of secret. But I was shooting some scenes for a movie for one of my friends, and I had to use those contacts for that movie. But my birthday is right around the corner. I don't know if my dad's going to get me anything or not. If he does, I'll probably order me some contacts. These are going to be a little bit different, more scary, I think, because the last ones I had were red. These are a little bit different, and I've been told that it'll look really, really terrifying in that style of contact. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I want you to see them. So, yeah, but I was just sitting around today, bored, and decided to make a video and show you guys Mr. Rotten. And we're going to have some fun. Hopefully everything goes right. We're going to have some fun downtown this year. But also, here's a Walmart bag with, I know it sounds weird, but your eyes are going to have to match the eyes of the mask. So if you guys just seen, the eyes around the mask is black, so I had to get, which one good thing, nothing really sticks to silicone except silicone, so you can use like cream makeup, whatever you need. Cream makeup makes my eyes water, so what I use is eyeshadow. I use black eyeshadow. Plus another thing, it helps it give it that it doesn't look like you're wearing cream makeup. It looks like you're just dirty around the eyes, like Michael Myers looked in 5 and 6. So yeah, that's what I use. I also try, if I can't get the eyeshadow, I'll just put a black stocking over my face. They can't see you, but you can see them. The material stretches so much that you can actually see through it. It's very breathable. It's not hot. Which I can do that with my balaclava over there that I have. But this is, like I said, you can do that and they won't be able to see your eyes, but you'll be able to see them, especially in a well-lit building like a convention. So that's definitely an option. But usually, like I said, I just, to make things easier, I just put on some eyeshadow and put the mask on and go out to the floor or downtown or whatever. But I'm definitely going to have to use some eyeshadow with him because I don't want the makeup to look like cream and look like it's like been, applied and everything. I want it to look kind of real. So, yeah, just black eyeshadow, and I usually do it in really big circles around my eye, and put this guy on, which doesn't. I'm not gonna put him on because it doesn't take too long, but still, where my wrist is weak. How you put on a silicone mask is you basically take the bib, which is the chest piece, you pull it up, then you take your hands and you put it inside the mask and you go like that, and then you put it on. You cannot pull or tug on a silicone mask because where there's a form fitting. But my wrist is still a little weak. But so basically you got to, and the same way to take it off, you go up here under your grab your cheeks and then do that and bring it straight off. It takes some practice, but if you do it a couple times, it's no problem. I've wore this guy twice since I've had him, and he's very comfortable. But like I said, it gets very, 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 very hot. But I never got to roam in the haunted house, so I was always in one of the rooms. But everybody that came, as a matter of fact, I've got Actor of the Year for Scream Park. Everybody loved coming to the attraction because I would scare them very badly, and I would make sure they got their money's worth. But unfortunately, I never got to roam or go out and mess with people or anything like that. So, but I seen guys wear these all night. I mean, I think we opened at 6 and we stayed open until 12, or sometimes 1, sometimes 1:30. But I seen these guys wear these all night long. They would have a 5-minute break, and of course they would take the mask off and they would sit there for a while. But then, of course, you had to put it back on and go back to work. So I know for a fact if those guys can do it, I can do it, because anytime you work in a haunted house, especially if you're using a chainsaw, that room is going to get stifling hot. The way that I could use a chainsaw was, my room was next to the exit, which, if you've ever been in a haunted house, the main haunted house is here, but there's corridors built behind the haunted house itself. Those are staff areas. Like, say, somebody's needing water or something like that. Your house manager runs, gets you some water, and brings you the water without having to go into the crowd and the crowd seeing you. Or you got some kind of emergency where you got to go out somewhere, and the way that we did it was, there was an area where you could go through behind the houses, the actual attractions, and go into the green room without any of the customers seeing you, because it was the whole big thing. They didn't want anybody seeing you until they come through the haunted house so you could scare them, which was pretty cool. But my room was right next to the exit doors in the back. They were two big steel doors. Used to be a barrel house for housing whiskey, supposed to be haunted too, but it was a barrel house in the 1900s, where some of Kentucky's finest bourbon was stored, and it's right next to a train track, so trains would come and load up barrels of whiskey, and take them all over the world. So the doors were really big steel doors. We kept them propped open every night because, like I said, it got hot. And luckily, one of the house managers had rigged up a way in my room to give me a vent through the wall. And he put, like, so nobody could see that it was a vent, he put like a black grate. Well, he spray painted it. It's like one of the grates that you have, like, well, as you can see right over here, that's my air conditioning grate. It was a lot bigger, but he spray painted it black, and you couldn't tell that a grate was there because of the way the house was lit. So I used to have to start and run a chainsaw constantly, and he had a shop vac attached to that grate, and it would suck out the exhaust and take it through to the outside, which helped me so much. I mean, it got really, really crazy in there. You don't want to be gassed by a chainsaw. Trust me, it makes you sick. Also, old fog will make you sick, might give you flu symptoms, and will, basically your weekend's ruined. You'll be stopped up, coughing, sneezing, everything. But like I said, those were the good old days. That's been well over 10 years ago, and I can't believe it's been that long. But I can't believe yesterday was 20 years since the 9/11 attacks. I mean, time is just flying. And I mean, I hate to be, bad news or anything, but it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. As a matter of fact, I think it's getting worse. That's just crazy right now, but I'm kind of getting my hopes, better in line since Halloween's coming, and um, even if there's mask mandates, I've got a baklava I can wear over my face, so I'll be safe that way. And I just want to go downtown and mess with some people. It's been far too long. I miss people running up to me asking for pictures, so hopefully I can do that this year. But anyway, guys, I'll pull out some more stuff. I don't think I've ever showed you my Crash Cunningham barn scene Jason mask from part 3. I'll have to dig it out and show you guys that. That's one of my prized possessions. As a matter of fact, these 3 masks are my prized possessions. I've done showed this one once, but still, even if I'm not wearing it, sometimes in the summer I have to pull it out and just look at it. Because I do not put my masks on stands. Number one, latex deteriorates. The best thing that you can do with your latex mask, I got an old shirt. Put them in an old shirt like this. Keep them in a dark, cool place where no water or anything can get to them, and no harsh light. If you can do that, your mask will last for a while. But this is definitely my other prized possession right here. This is my Part 6 Cemetery Gate Productions Terry Lambert Michael Myers mask. This is you can see here, hang on a minute. If you move his hair, this mask is called the Damned. And the reason it's called the Damned is because this was in Part 6, which is my favorite Halloween. Well, not exactly my favorite Halloween. My favorite look and movement of Michael Myers, if I can say that. A lot of people hate the movie. Hey, different strokes for different folks. I personally like it. I love the look of it. I think that, and a little bit of tidbit of information, this has some Friday the 13th Part 7 lineage to it. The original sculptor of this mask was John Carl Buechler. For those of you who don't know John Carl Buechler, John Carl Buechler was first and foremost a special makeup effects artist, and he was really good at it. And then he did some directing, and the first movie he was asked to direct, I think he did some shows before that, maybe a couple commercials, but one of the first movies he was asked to direct was Friday the 13th Part 7. So not only did he direct it, he designed the makeup and everything for Kane, but he did that and everything. This movie came out like 95, I think, 95, 96, somewhere around through there. But they asked John Carl Buechler, which I think he did a fabulous job on the sculpt. But they asked John Carl Buechler if he could do something to make the mask that Michael actually wore in the movie the look of the mask that was on the VHS covers of 4 and 5, because both of those masks look nothing like the VHS cover. The only ones that's ever looked like the VHS cover until Nick Malpagano, the guy that makes the Nag masks, here recently he made a mask that is very hard to get at the moment, which was basically the cover of those 2 movies. But the only ones that I've seen is Nick's and this one that look like the VHS cover of the poster cover. But no, to me, everybody, oh, Rob Zombie's Michael Myers. No, he was like the Terminator in Part 6 to me. So that's why I like the movie so much. As you can see, I got him stuffed really good because I don't want him to lose his shape. But yeah, this would be a mask that I would probably put some eyeshadow on and throw it on and made my eyes look dark. So, but hopefully here soon. I mean, yeah, this depending on the light you got. I mean, you got to imagine. I wish I had good lighting, but you got to imagine this in like a dark blue light coming up from the bottom or the top to catch those shadows. This looks extremely evil, and really, uneasy. Will make you feel uneasy looking at it. But yeah, I mean, and Terry did a great job on this. But also, I will recommend Terry to the fullest. Now, this is a specially made mask, which means that these, if you order them, he will pour them, because he's already got the molds, of course, but he will pour them, and then he will paint them. And he'll do whatever special things you ask him to do with your mask. But where he has to do that, there's also a waiting list. So you might be waiting a while. I ordered this one in 2020. I ordered it in February. I didn't get it till August of 2020. Reason being is because Terry, of course, had a lot of orders, which he always does, and so, that's one good thing. He has a lot of orders, but most of the people that buy from him go after his part 2, which his part 2 is a spot-on replica. It looks like, just like out of the movie, looks like Dick Warlock gave it to him. But Terry had a lot of orders, and he was, so he was working on that. But then, right in the middle of everything, COVID hit. And when COVID hit, everything went to crap. The U.S. Postal Service went completely downhill. So this was actually sent out in around June or July, and the post office had it for a month to 2 months, just sitting there. That thing sat in Tennessee for like a month to 2 months. And Terry, I don't understand why they sent it to Tennessee, because Terry lives in Ohio. So I don't get that, and Ohio is right above us, because I'm in Kentucky, and Tennessee's right below us. Why would they send my mask to Tennessee when they could have stopped right in the middle and given me my mask? I'll never know. I still don't understand the Postal Service. Plus another thing, I've kept the actual box that it came in because I'm desperate for storage places. But also, as you can see, that's bent, and it looks like something had been set on it. So that's one reason that, yes, I've got a video on this mask already, but it looked like somebody had sat on it or pushed it or stepped on it or something, put a real heavy box on it. So when it got here, I had to open it immediately and make sure there was no damage to the mask, because people don't realize, the United States Postal Service employees don't realize, is that most of these masks are $275 to $300. Some of them are $350, but they don't care. If you don't like your job, don't do it. It's like I've watched videos on YouTube of these delivery people, whether it be from Amazon, UPS, or FedEx. Well, sometimes if they're having a bad day or whatever, they'll take the package and throw it to the porch while they're still standing out in the driveway. And if you don't like your job that much, go find another one. Don't beat up people's packages. People have paid good money for their stuff, and you're going to disrespect it and tear it up. It should be automatically that if somebody treats your package like that, they should be automatically fired or made to pay for it. I don't understand. The rules here in the United States suck. The justice system and everything else in this United States sucks. It's what I never did understand either. Oh, justice is blind. Get me on a whole nother subject now. pedophiles. I've watched a lot of Chris Hansen on YouTube. Well, before they took a bunch of it off, since the guy killed himself. But to tell you the truth, the guy needed to kill himself, because if he's that fucking sick, he deserves to die. But if you're found to be a pedophile, and they find pictures and videos of child pornography on your phone, your computer, whatever you're looking at, it should be an automatic death sentence. It's just disgusting to me. They're not sick. They're just scum of the earth. And I mean, it's just pathetic. That's one reason. I know a lot of horror fans will get mad at me for this, but that's one reason I do not watch Jeepers Creepers till this day. If I have to pay money to see that movie, none of my money's going to a convicted pedophile. And the guy that directed it, I forget his name, because I don't talk about him, but the guy that directed it is a convicted pedophile. Now, get that piece of shit out somewhere and blow his head off, the movie would be fine. The actors do great and everything else, but I'm not going to watch anything that he directs. I'm not paying for anything that he directs to watch. That's just me. You guys can do what you want to, but I'm not supporting a pedophile. But anyway, guys, well, a little bit of a rant. It wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't have a rant. But anyway, I hope everybody's staying safe out there. And don't be stupid. Even if you got your COVID shot, please wear a mask. Because people are still getting it. Whether you got the COVID shot or not, people are still getting it. So just please keep that in mind. Keep yourself safe. I'm not asking you to wear a mask to be a dick. I'm asking you to wear a mask so you don't get sick by these other idiots out here. And just remember that. It's not because, you don't, if there's a ton of idiots in a boat and they're all going to go out and shoot the bottom of the boat out, you don't have to go with them, But anyway, guys, I hope everybody takes care. I hope you're all safe, and I hope you're getting ready to enjoy some Halloween. From some of the videos I watched, some of the horror movies that are on sale are out at Walmart now. I actually seen on a video that Nightmare on Elm Street 8 film set is just $20 at Walmart. And it comes in a really cool orange cover, like the ones they did a couple years ago with the orange covers. Some of them glue in the dark, some was green. But not only that, is that the 15th of October, Halloween Kills. I hope everybody's ready for that one too. But I know I am. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is already almost a 40-minute video. If you've watched this long, thank you, and I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate the comments. But then again, if you're an idiot and comment on my video, it's going to be removed automatically, because I really don't care what you think. If you can't have a video of yourself on your YouTube channel, then obviously you're chicken shit. You obviously live somewhere that you don't want to be seen, and the only time you're tough is on YouTube pushing buttons, and that's all you can do. I don't care who likes my costumes, who doesn't like my costumes. I do it for fun. It makes me happy. I don't give a shit if it makes anybody else happy. It makes me happy. That's the main thing. See, there's people that's loved my costumes, and there's people that's hated them. Some people just want to be dicks, which, they were born with a brain shaped like a dick, so they don't know any better. But anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. And Mortician Man telling you to keep it horror.